Oh, I like this spot. I just wish it was a little bit closer. It's a nice little spot, this. Right, now to head home and play some video games, because that is what I am about. That is my life. I ride bikes. I pull all the girls. I don't pull all the girls. Oh. God, I love this bike. If it didn't get so fucking warm after a ride, I'd hug it. Fucking it's like Caitlin when we get like into bed and she all of a sudden becomes a fucking dragon. Stretches in. Don't slip on the gravel, please. That GoPro's broken. It's not broken, it's dead. Right. Bosh. Okay. Don't slip on the gravel, please. Don't slip on the big gigantic fuck off rocks. I think we're good. We're good. Okay. That's what, sand? Nope. It's so panicky. Don't slip. Don't trip. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Woo! And out the bushes I emerge like a fucking boss. I'm going that way. Probably should have indicated for that. Sorry, boss. Okay, what pisses me off, there used to be like a nice big building there, now they've smashed it down. I like that. Right, now to head home. I said I want to play some video games. I'm going to do a whole video like comparing my time and my experience with 125s and big bikes, but I would like to give you guys some food for thought, right? Because like I say, I'm going to do a whole video, so I don't want to ruin the whole video by telling, you know, that kind of thing now. I can think of better places to have a hike, gents. Dodgy hills aren't one. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, some of the big differences. Like I said, I'm going to do this whole separate video. I'll talk about 125s in my life and stuff like that on them. But this thing, I think it has a 15 litre fuel tank. I'm not sure. It goes through it pretty quick. I'm assuming they take up more fuel, obviously, the faster you ride. I'm guessing. I have nothing to compare it to, so I don't really know. Does it suffice for me? I can get probably, if I was just going to work and back, I could probably get a few, maybe a week and a half out of it. I hate this hill, by the way. This is one of the, what was that? There's a stone. Oh. Yeah, I maybe get a week and a half out of this. How are you doing? There you go. I don't know if that's good or not. Like I said, I probably commute to work, if I do the speed limit, which I always do, probably lasts me 2 weeks. Probably. I don't know. I haven't actually tested it because I normally go out every other day. So even if it's just to the shops or something. So yeah, is that good? I don't. Like I said, I probably ride for. Say it takes 20 minutes. What's that? 40 minutes a day. 40 times 5, it's 4 5s 20, so that's 200 minutes, right? I do. Sorry. I should stop. I'll be good. And I won't dry my eyeballs out with the speeds. Can you hear the? You can probably hear the wind. But yeah, so 20 minutes, so 40 minutes a day. Kind of flat out, not really kind of fumbling around in traffic. I don't know if that's good or not. I think that's okay. Like I said, I'm on a dual carriageway, so the speed limit's 70. So 200 minutes of, well, let's say 150 minutes of 70 mile an hour. I don't know if that's good. I really don't. I've got nothing to compare it to, so I don't know. So I'll let you guys be the judge of that. You guys might be able to tell me what's a good and what's a bad bike. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, that sounds good to me. The only other thing I've noticed, one, it's easier to ride. And what I mean by that is, like, on a 125, you're kind of swapping gears every like 5 seconds. You know, if I pulled away like that, there's no way I'd be doing 30. Yeah, I couldn't even do like 15 in first gear. I think 18 was when it started redlining. So yeah, it's not good. But you know, like I've said it before, a means to an end, right? Like 125, sure, they're fun, they're not quick, they're practical to an extent. You'll get your money's worth out of them. They're good learning bikes. You don't have too much power where you're gonna, you know, whiskey throttle yourself into a tree or something like that, right? I mean, I've been riding this bike now for a week straight. I still haven't learned it yet. You know, it's going to take me a while. I know how to ride a bike, obviously. I passed my test, but I don't know, you know, I don't know how to ride a big bike per se. You know, like the 125s, I could ping that about all over the place. I really could. I could do what I wanted. I could be silly with it, and I would know where the limit is to maybe say, or maybe you should stop driving around like a cunt now because you're going to hurt yourself. I can do that on a 125. On this, I don't know where the limit is yet. I've still got to figure it out. You know, I know what my limit is, but what my limit is probably way less than what the limit of this bike is, and I've just got to learn how to ride around the bike, and I'll get there, but that will come with time. You know, that will come with time and miles. I'll understand eventually. But, you know, unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know, depends on who you ask, I'm not a moron, and I know I'm not the fastest rider in the world. I'm not the quickest rider in the world. I think I'm one of the safest riders in the world. You know, I will do what's my limit and what's good enough for me, and no more, no less, no more. You know, I can be slow if I need to be, I can be quick if I need to be. I haven't had to experience like an emergency braking thing yet, and hopefully I don't have to, right? Because, you know, the rules of a big bike compared to a 125 are different. Like when you pass your test, they tell you not to use your back brake. Well, I've just spent, you know, 5.5 years, well, no, 5 years, yeah, no, it probably is 5.5 years, using my back brake, relying on the back brake. But now I'm being told not to use the back brake and use the front one instead. Well, if I just jam on the front brakes, I'm going to tuck the front. So, you know, what is it? I still use the back brake, and you can see I try not to use my front brake. But I've seen some people say that they only use the front brake, which is, it's baffling to me, because I'm obviously, like I said, used to only using my back brake. So, you know, there'll be a learning curve there for sure. What else is there? How hot these bikes get. My Sinus didn't get anywhere near as hot as this thing gets. It's wild how hot the engine on this thing gets. It's quite crazy, actually. There's a bug in here. How quick they go from 0 to whatever speed you need to go. That is another thing that's absolutely mental. These things are not slow. I missed the gear then. I don't know if you saw that, but like 30 miles an hour in the space of seconds, right? And I wasn't even throttling that. Like, that wasn't full throttle, you know what I mean? What the fuck is going on? Okay, I was going to say, how does that work then? Yeah, it's quite ridiculous how just how they go from 0 to whatever speed in, you know, like that. It's crazy. So you can catch yourself out. I've seen plenty of videos. I've seen I've nearly had to do it myself. You know, it's so easy. I can be looking down in a 30 and be doing 46, and it's like, what? That's how easy it is. It doesn't take long or much at all, to be honest with you. It's quite ridiculous. And you know, like, you've just got to learn. I mean, every bike's different. You know, if you get on something like a Hayabusa, it's probably completely different, right? 100%, completely get it. And you know, I'm aware that whilst I make jokes about this bike being the most powerful thing, it's nowhere near. And there are so many other bikes that have just ridiculous speed. Right, we're doing 30 now. Let's see how quick it takes to do 60. Right, ready? That wasn't long at all. It's ridiculous. It's hard for me to explain it to people. That's a 125. That's cute. Right, let's slow down because there's no one behind me. So let's slow down. Let's do this again. The third gear, right? What are we gonna get down to? Right, 36. Right, ready? 3, 2, 1, and we're there. That is not fucking long at all, right? That is ridiculous. Mental. What? Like now, I feel like I'm doing 60 and I'm not, I'm doing 50. Woo! Totally. No, officer. Nothing to see here. No. All good. But yeah, that's how quick and fucking easy it is, right? Mental. Absolutely chaotically mental. And you know, when I jump from a bike that is struggling to do the speed limit to a bike that has no issue at all cruising at 100 miles an hour, sorry, it's ridiculous. And like I said, there are bikes out there that can do that ridiculously quicker, right? And that isn't a, don't take that as a gospel speed test of, you know, that is what they can do. They can't, right? They do. Yeah, you know, every ride is different. I reckon if you stuck a racer on this, they'd thrash the fuck out of it. I'm not a racer. Like I said, I know where my limits lie, and I do really hope that I don't you know, have to ever have a time in my life where I put myself in danger or put somebody else in danger. You know, I don't want that. I don't ride bikes to, you know, impress people. I don't ride bikes to show off any particular kind of skill that I don't have. You know, I could have no problem right now flying up this street doing 56 miles an hour, but I gain nothing from that. I get in trouble. You know, what would be the point? Oh, Bill-based dicks. So yeah, like I said, I know where my limits are, and I'm fine with that. You know, I have no problems with that at all. And that's, if I could tell you guys anything today, that would be my rule. Right, ride to your limits, nobody else's, just yours. You're only going to hurt yourself or someone else, and 9 times out of 10 you hurt someone else. You know, and do you really want someone else's pain and misery on your shoulders? Because I don't want that, really. I don't want that, you know, and I never want anybody else to have that. You know, I don't want to live knowing I've done something to somebody else. It's horrible. And I hope that never happens. You know, I ride my bike for me, nobody else. I'm blocking a road here. So yeah, ride your own ride. You know, they say it all the time. I will go out with friends eventually that have ridden for 50 something years. You know, with the job I work, I have a lot of friends that are a lot older than I am. They've been riding for a lot longer than I've been alive. Am I going to try and keep up with them? Of course, I will do my very best, but I will ride within my limit and nobody else's. You know, if they want to shoot off, so be it. You know, I'll chase them up eventually. I'll catch them up. I'm not going to risk throwing the bike down and, you know, breaking my own heart, damaging this bike and rattling my confidence and ruining everything I've kind of worked my hardest for. You know what I mean? So it's not worth it. No one thinks you're cool. You know, I've seen people, I mean, there's a debate for a whole other video, but I've seen people go down ridiculously hard wearing t-shirts, and I don't know if it's an American thing or I don't know, because a lot of it seems to be America, but how they've normalized not wearing protective stuff on their bikes boggles my head. I don't understand. I don't understand why they think it's cool. I don't understand why they think it's a good thing to do. I don't understand how they don't see the pain and the misfortune they'll fall upon if they don't wear the proper stuff. And you see videos of them have accidents and then go out and do it again in the same thing. Like, have you not learnt a lesson? I fell off wearing jeans once. I learnt my lesson very quickly. You know, passed my test, bought a sports bike, thought I was the shit, rode home in jeans and a hoodie every day, fall off and ground one of my kneecaps down to the bone. You don't learn a different way then, you know, and something like that you'll learn pretty quick. You know, the do's and the don'ts. I learned very fucking quickly that that is what you don't do. I'm not waiting for that, fuck off. I'm not waiting for any of these either. No fucking chance. I would like to go home, thank you. My tyre just slid on that crack then. I don't know if that's very apparent in camera or not, but it did indeed just slip. And that's how easy it is, right? Some people would panic then. It's easy to do, it really is. And, you know, I don't envy anybody that's been doing this for years. I would love to be a bike rider that's in my 50s and still riding bikes the same. That's my plan, that's my goal. I hope to one day, you know, be that. I could let you go, but I don't want to. So yeah, what's for the future then? So I've just done like a little kind of video talking about the bike and stuff. This will probably go out after, if I remember I've actually done it. And what's next? What's next for us? So like I said in that video, guides and stuff. That's what I want to do. Little videos on different, ideally I'd love to review bikes, you know. We'll see. Go out on meets and riders and stuff. Oh no. Guides, tips, reviews, motor vlogs, racing events, bike meet stuff. I'd love to do that. So that's my goal with this channel, but whether we get there or not, completely different story, isn't it? Like anything in life. Bosh. Something else that is mental is that fucking gearbox chugs like a tank's been reloaded. I don't know how obvious it's going to be in camera stuff, but when I kick that down, it like, fuck, that's ridiculous, because my other one was not like that, not even close. But yeah, I think I'll end it there, because this is what all this is going to be now till I get home. So I thought he was wearing a dress then. I was, you know, keeping yourself cool, fair enough. Yeah, so Oh, he ain't wearing a dress, is he? Gross. Yeah, so if you've got anything to ask, let me know down below. Like and sub, all that good stuff, if you like bikes and all that kind of stuff. I'll link all my social medias in the description box. All my channels, I've got gameplay channels and all the like. So if you'd like to see any of that, let me know. And yeah, I'm going to Spain next week, so no, you're not going. But yeah, it's been your boy. I hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you all hopefully in the next one.